standard. I think you have to get that. So here we go, trying to enter, not able to hit that M2, but getting closer onto the Ashka. Paloma going to use her M2 to avoid some pressure here from the Ashka. Firewall coming out, not going to do too much though. There's the panic, pushing him back. Deadly inject, Shifu getting taken down low. There's the incapacitate, and it lets them... Oh, I think the blue team got that still. Holy cow, so blue team still got it even though he was incapped. Really unfortunate there for the red team. The space coming out. Here comes a little bit of damage onto Shifu as Shifu has to run away. The Petrify coming out. There's a Deadly Inject ultimate and a couple M1s. Holy cow, taken down solo. Able to hit the fear, but the enemy Shifu, I'm sorry, not the enemy, the red Shifu. So used to red equals dead, right? Sorry. Sorry, team. That was rude of me. I gotta fix that one. But Chalt and Enda LOL end up getting another really quick victory here in this round. So let's see, are they going to be able to come back here? How do they adjust? And see, this is what I was saying before. Like the crowd control from Lucy, we were talking about this, is so strong. When you're able to take somebody out for that long, and then it sets up such good combos in the 2v2, it's just so powerful. I don't think Paloma can keep up with that. So you see Paloma actually starting off going pretty offensive, not even worrying about healing. Gonna get the fear. There's the wolf coming out, so a bit of damage coming out onto Ashka. Ashka gonna be using the M2, gets the counter though. Big follow-up damage here as the space hits. Will she come in? There's the in-cap, healing back up. No, I think that is smart. You gotta do the damage, then switch to healing. Damage, and switch to healing. So we'll see what they end up doing here. Petrify comes out, those M2s, gonna avoid him though with the space, not gonna get feared. The wolf coming out, they are now linked. That M2 just barely misses. That would have been huge damage as Paloma coming out is gonna use her space to heal up, and Ashka getting taken down very low. There's the counter. Ashka still getting chased, not gonna be able to follow. Good job not chasing, gonna avoid the stun. Ashka kind of sits and allows Chalt to heal up. And so Paloma now gets his teammate healed back up, grabs a couple health orbs, and we have a red team has the advantage here in the health lead. So are they going to be able to get back on this Ashka? If they can get this Ashka out, that'll be big. The barrier is up now, and you see him switch right onto Ashka. Ashka gets rooted, the in-cap broken immediately. Ashka taken down dangerously low, not going to be able to hit that impale. The spin, though, gets the kill. The Petrify coming out. And the red team is in a very good position now as Lucy is by herself. So Lucy going to try to run away. Let's take a look at this from Lucy's opinion here. Let me see here. Okay, let's see how she does here. She's going to drop a couple heals. The fear, she ends up actually not casting the fear. Drops her ultimate onto both of them. Actually, a very nice ultimate. The fear onto Paloma. But there's the spin, and she's not going to be able to heal up through that. That was really difficult. Really good effort there from the Lucy. But very hard to 2v1 against such a heavy damage-oriented comp with that Paloma. So I think that was really smart to focus a little bit more damage. I would like to know what you guys think in the chat. Let me know, how would you have adjusted to that? I think they did a really good job. And so 1 round to 1 going to each team. So now it's going to be the job of the blue team to adjust to the red team. So it's a little bit more damage is coming out. It's going to be hard for the Lucy to keep up. So early on, I think they're going to have the barriers down, so they're not going to be able to protect Shifu, or I'm sorry, Ashka. Ashka's going to have to come back. Here come the M2s though, and a lot of damage coming out onto Shifu. Shifu getting healed back up just a little bit more from the Paloma. Who's going to get the sphere? The red team ends up getting it. Stun is not going to hit. The counter just barely not hitting. So there's incapacity. Oh, broken immediately. Really unfortunate there for their team, using the javelin to end up grabbing some of the health pods. There's some of the energy pods grabbed by Ashka, and now Shifu is taking quite a bit of pressure here. The wolf coming out is going to link. Who are they going to be able to follow up on? The link is actually broken. There it is. Okay, it's back up as you get close. Well, that link actually is pretty small. They got to be pretty close for the link to stay. So Shifu taken down really low. There's the Petrify. I'm sure we're going to see a bit of damage coming out. The the Q isn't going to end up getting the fear. Incapacitate comes out. Will we see a big burst damage here? Not too much. Actually, the root's on. There's the spin. Not able to hit both, though. Just barely missing both. But the Petrify is going to put Paloma in a point where she can't heal her teammate. And you see she was trying to use her M2 on her teammate and isn't going to have it happen because he died just a little too quick and he got cast onto herself. And Paloma's going to give up the round. So good job here by the blue team to end up getting that Shifu. That was really, really hard. But and again, it goes back to what I was talking about with that CC coming out from Lucy. That Petrify is so good. I mean, just ridiculously good. I don't know how people overcome it. So one person said, much clean around there, hoping Enda loses. He was a huge crap talker in Blade and Soul. I didn't know he played Blade and Soul. So quite a bit of damage coming out to the Ashka. Now the space is on. The Q coming out, though, not going to cast the Fear. The Wolf is now going to link. So quite a bit of damage can come out if they are linked. And good job hitting the M2. So both teams taking a bit. There's the Incapacitate to counter the Petrify. I think that was a very good play there by the Shifu. And I think the blue team ended up getting that one. That was hard to see as CCGG trying to come over to the side, flanking the Lucy a bit. Shifu's going to go on now. She got feared away, though. So Paloma going to have to mount up and come back in. Going to trade M1s. Going to other side to heal. Gets the AoE heal. The counter now triggers. Puts him in a little bit of a dangerous position. He's ulting. Who's going to get the orb in the middle? It looks like the red team ends up getting it. Shifu taking down a bit low. And killed there. The double ult. Paloma had her ultimate too. Ended up holding on to it for just a bit. And the blue team takes the third round for them. They are now up 3-1. And actually took that pretty decidingly. Wow. So, Proud Furry says that Lucy Petrify is a bit strong. Think it costs 2 energy bars personally. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they did. The only other one that costs 2 energy bars, which I'm actually surprised it does, is the Flamethrower costs 2. And the Ashka Space one costs 2, I think. Is there any other ones that cost 2? I don't know if there is. Teams entering now into the center. Going to use his space to avoid the damage. Ashka going to leap away. Gets rooted, though. The space, though, from Lucy going to get the pushback. There's the M2s doing quite a bit of damage to Shifu. However, I think that Shifu may have won that engage. However, the getting healed back up didn't really help them. The Wolf coming out. I don't know if that came back and healed her or not. But the Fear coming onto Shifu. Shifu takes a deadly inject. Not going to be able to space it. Taking quite a bit of damage. Trying to get onto Ashka. Ashka putting pressure now onto Paloma. Paloma just trying desperately to heal. Has the 3 stacks. Will he cast it? There's the Incap. The Petrify coming out, though. Pressure being put onto Lucy. As Lucy taken down to about half. Good ultimate coming out here. A lot of damage coming out of Lucy. There's the ultimate. Gets the slow. The Ashka ultimate, though, hitting, I think, both of them. And there is a lot of pressure coming onto Lucy. Getting rushed down very hard. Good stun by Ashka. And Lucy looks like she's going to be able to get out of there. But they are still... There's the Incapacitate. The barrier is going to be down any second. The M2 taking her down to 1 hit. The Fear, though, not going to be enough. The stun going to peel for her. The M2 comes out and just barely misses. She rolls around the corner. And now Ashka getting taken down very low. Paloma trying to trade. And the pushback, the counter, going to get put back on him. The barrier's off. Getting taken down low. There's the ultimate stopping the Shifu ultimate. Paloma trying to use her ultimate to heal. Going to sit around the corner. And it didn't heal her. It didn't heal her. I don't know why. It looked like she was standing in the circle. There's the kill onto Shifu. And Paloma has 3 health. I don't know how that didn't heal her. That was so weird. She's going to be able to steal it, though. The barrier is up. Pixie is now out. I think it's called Pixie. I don't even remember. There's the stun, though, in the kill. Oh, it was like in their fingertips. And they weren't able to get it. And the blue team takes the 4th round. How did Lucy stay alive? And then how did Ashka stay alive? That firewall ended up taking a javelin, though. So the javelin wasn't able to hit. That was ridiculous. Oh, man. Good round here by both these teams. Shifu coming in right onto that Lucy again. The space coming out comes in. Not going to be able to get the Fear, but gets the Incapacitate. The Wolf comes out, sharing a bit of the damage. The Fear coming out. The stun is going to miss. A lot of damage now coming out to Ashka. Ashka going to have to fall back, taking quite a bit himself. And now the middle is up, and I think the red team got that. I'm not 100% sure, but Ashka's going to ult. Is Pure Fire going to be able to heal up a little bit? Incapacitate coming out. But a lot of damage. No, they didn't. I was going to say a lot of damage coming out from the M2s, actually. And Shifu taken down very low. The ultimate doing a lot of damage. He didn't space far enough away. Trying to put damage on the Paloma. There's the Petrify from the EXQ, or I'm not sure what the Petrify was from. And Pixie doing a ton of damage. And they're going to get a free orb. So good job here by the red team. Waiting for those heals to come up. They come up very slow when you only have the one teammate. So Chalt is going to come around the corner. Petrify is hit. There's the stun. Other side used, though. Both little health orbs are grabbed. Engage. The shield coming out. Once that shield's down, they're going to be very vulnerable. Except the red team gets it again. They're up to 58% health, up to 50. But almost dead, almost dead. Chult is going to be able to survive with the pushback. The barrier is now out. And you see the red team trying to heal back up. So trying to play it slow, playing it smart. There's the stun. The other side, though, going to stop it. A couple health orbs grabbed. Now up to 42%. Blue team is actually in the lead of health, but I think that's a little misleading because of how low Ashka is. Ashka, though, is going to ult in onto Paloma. Paloma taking a little bit of damage, but not as much as I thought, as they do a good job of healing up Shifu. Shifu trying to get in. Will he be able to get on top of these players? It'd be great if he could get next to both of them. Both teams playing very cautiously, though. There they go. There's the jump in. Here comes the spin. Going to use the E to get away, and not a lot of damage is put on to onto Ashka, but Ashka finally taken out by the M2 from Shifu. The panic coming out. The red team, though, does get the orb, and a couple of the health orbs are now grabbed, mounting back up. Will Enda LOL give it to them, or is he going to fight it out? Looks like he's going to fight it out. The barrier pushing him back. The fear going to get him. Deadly inject. Oh, the other side, though, stops a lot of that damage, but there's the dispel. Here comes the spin. Trying to get on top of her. Does a bit of damage. Gets pushed back. Actually doesn't do nearly as much damage as I expected. There's the in cap. The wolf coming out. Petrify going to do a bit. Ends up pushing them away. Not able to push her into the goo. There's the M2. The barrier again. Keeping her alive. Able to grab a health. The root now. A lot of damage coming out. He's into the muck. And will be taken out. So red team gets their second round. Wonderful job by the red team. They were very patient. Had really good burst damage. And I think what went really well for them is they waited out the barriers. They didn't DPS through barriers. They just waited and then blew them up. So I think that was a very good play here from the red team. And let's see if they're going to be able to do it again. So Ashka taking a lot of damage early on here from Paloma. Shifu going to have to reposition. Goes in, gets the counter. A lot of damage could come out right now from the M2. There it is. Incapacitate. Couple heals coming up. They're not really able to set up any other damage there. Red team is going to end up getting that orb in the middle. Or the sphere. I always call it an orb or a sphere. I need to be a little more consistent with that. But anyways, here come the M2s out from Ashka. Ashka getting rooted. It's going to petrify. A lot of petrify coming out from this team, but the heal's coming right back up. Ashka trying to leap in, put some pressure on the Paloma. Ashka's going to ult. Paloma is going to come in, just misses her fear. The pure fire coming out. Ashka still at very good health. He ends up taking the orb. He thought that was very important. Ends up using his ult on there, so Shifu is going to get healed up just a little bit more. The heal's coming out here now from Paloma. The petrify coming out onto Paloma. No real follow-up. Shifu trying to close the gap. Paloma still holding on to her ultimate, though. Has had it for a while. Kind of interesting. And now onto this Lucy. There's the in cap. They get the middle. And again, no ultimate really comes out. His deadly inject is on him. He's getting taken down very low. There's the counter onto the back of Lucy. However, up on top, Paloma taking a lot of damage, using the ultimate to disengage. But both players down dangerously low. The heal not able to hit from the M2. Gonna push back, gonna come in, get the fear. Except the deadly inject gets the kill. And that is it. GG, Enda LOL, and Chalt will take it. He says, confirm the match, please.